time for the Chadcast. Everything Chad and Cast with your host, Chad McKean, Big D, and on the ones and twos, Ashton Martin. Thank you for tuning in. Sit back and relax and enjoy the ride.
All right. I'm in the hallway. Just kidding. We're here, and it's Big D and Chad today, and
don't forget about Ashton.
Yeah, and Ashton Martin, who doesn't really ever say much. I guess he's too busy back there to talk. But
that's what he says.
We haven't had a chance to just you and I chop it up in a minute.
Hey, how you been?
I've been good, man. Working on things in my life. I keep forgetting to bring this up. The Work on Yourself project. Like everybody should have like a goal every week or every month at least on something they want to change about themselves. Mm-hmm. And over the course of a year, you'll have either 12 or 52 different things that you've changed about yourself, and you'll find out that you're in a much better place. So that's a really cool thing. I keep forgetting to bring that up. But I've been doing really well, working on that stuff, et cetera. How about yourself? What you been up to?
Working. Got a few things that were happening, short term, unexpected. You know, chasing the hurricanes that I do. But no one's talking about the news. Another storm was hitting Guam, or typhoon.
I saw that. It's just recently, right? Today?
Yeah. It wasn't as bad as the one before it that hit Saipan. So got the team back and focused on getting them over to Kansas and getting situated to prepare for the next hurricane season. So
wow, that happens in Kansas?
Our base for majority of the hurricane relief is in Kansas because it's closer to the East Coast. Not a lot of hurricanes hit the West Coast.
Yeah, true. Makes sense.
I wish, but
we're pretty safe out here.
Yeah,
aside from a wildfire or earthquake.
Yeah, mudslides.
Yeah.
And just a lot of Botox really out here. Not really anything going on.
A lot of life slides, not landslides. People tripping and getting high, all messed up.
But just doing that and hanging out with the kids and doing football, and that's basically been chilling, man.
Good stuff. We had talked about just some news stuff earlier. I wanted to bring up the Michael Cohen situation.
Yeah, saw that yesterday. Tidbits here and there, yeah.
Yeah, so the guy's a convicted felon for lying.
To Congress.
And they're going to bring him up again and believe him this time.
And they did.
Yeah, and because they're going to give him a lesser sentence for testifying against the president, right?
But what did he testify? You could tell by watching that whole thing it was fake. It was fake. And then
I think it's all fake.
Yeah.
I think it's all just pomp and circumstance, dude. They're just to keep us pacified.
Yeah. And so the funny thing was, okay, so he came out saying Donald Trump is a racist.
Yeah.
And a liar and all this
all
stuff.
All the key words to get everybody all
everything.
Riled up.
And then I remember watching one of the Republicans, I forgot which one it was, and he was like, so you're against all that and you're mad and there's all this hate.
Yeah.
But you worked for him for 10 years?
Yeah. His dude, he was a fixer.
I could understand 10 days. I could understand 10 weeks.
If it bothered you that bad, why are you still working there?
What the fuck were you doing for 10? You fucking lying son of a bitch.
The key word to say right now is just, why don't they just say Donald Trump is eating babies?
Here we go again.
Everybody would have been flipped out, right?
Sure.
But they don't want to bring that up because it'll draw attention to it.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Right?
You're right.
You want to make him look bad, just say he's killing babies.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. What about this abortion thing?
It's unbelievable that people would be okay with, what was it, a Virginia governor that came out and said, I will kill him. And even Hillary Clinton said, I will kill him right when they come out. Like, it's fine. It's okay. Like, what the fuck? Like, what's wrong with just, okay, you know the baby's alive. Oh, you don't want it? Well, then let's put it over here and give it for adoption. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with giving this kid a chance?
Because a lot of people are looking for babies that can't have them.
So,
right.
Why would you jump into?
Because they want them for their sacrifice.
Here we go. Deep state conspiracy.
It's crazy. Well, deep state conspiracy. There was a moon landing. Supposedly, Ashton had talked about at the Norton Air Force Base. Is that what you said?
A bunker.
Yeah, it was an underground bunker at Norton Air Force Base.
What can you reveal your sources, son?
Well, I can't say, but it was somebody who worked from NASA. At that time, I guess Norton was one of the bases that has multi-layers underground.
Does he have video of any of this stuff? Because you know the thing with me. The thing with me is that with all the shit, we got video of UFOs now. We got video of fucking Bigfoot walking. Yeah, it was hoax shit, but we got some video of all this shit, right? No video of the fake. You know what I mean? Come on, I don't know. If there's no video or documentation, I don't think I believe it.
We got video of all these higher ups and the deep state eating babies?
Yeah, that's a good one. There is video?
I'm asking.
Well, Alex Jones snuck into the cremation of care where there was a sacrifice. He has video. That's how Alex Jones got big. He creeped into the Bohemian Grove meeting, like the Bilderberg group or one of those. He fucking infiltrated and got in and videotaped the cremation of care. And the name itself, cremation of care, means like getting rid of your caring.
I didn't know that's how he got big.
Yeah, he snuck in.
I thought he got big because of the political turmoil he was causing 20, 30 years ago. I thought that's why he got big.
I think that's what it was. I'm pretty sure it was the Bohemian Grove thing. Anyways, he went in there and he got video of that shit. Or
and
the Bilderberg group.
And they were just sacrificing somebody?
It's like, it was representing child sacrifice. I don't know if they actually did or it was just like an reenactment or some shit. But it's like, why would you even do that? Why would you even reenact that shit? What's the need for that?
The fucked up ass place.
Fucked up people, bro. Fucked up people.
You get rid of them.
So, yeah. I'm not so sure about the moon landing thing. But so, Ashton, tell us, do you got any more juicy stuff or is that it? Just a hearsay?
Well, no, they did it to beat Russia.
Well, we know, we heard that before, yeah.
They did it to beat Russia, and they set up a whole, kind of like a film set.
Right, yeah.
Down there.
I heard Stanley Kubrick did do some filming
if you ever seen a movie, too, called Sneakers with Dan Aykroyd, he also mentions that it was filmed at Norton, too.
Did Dan Aykroyd know? Does Dan Aykroyd
I think Dan Aykroyd had some kind of... I think he knows something, too, about that.
Huh.
The moon landing is fake, dude. I mean, who's taking a picture of the lunar module landing? Who's taking a picture of the first man on the moon coming out of the lunar module? I mean, if there was no gravity, why does the dust come back on the floor? You know, and why?
Well, there's a little bit of gravity on the moon,
but yeah, it wouldn't have fallen down as fast as it did.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of questions. And
the size of the Earth.
Yeah, but that's not true either.
Like ridiculous.
No, the Earth is bigger than the moon. Besides that, the moon is crazy because sometimes the moon will look so small here, and other times it looks huge. The difference in that we got to be closer to the moon. It's not in steady. You know what I mean? It's not staying in the same position, in a fixed position, which is supposedly what it does. Our moon's different than every other moon in the solar system. It reacts different, etc. But there's also like the Linda Moulton Howe documents have talked about how the moon is a satellite, and it's a base where the EBNs hang out.
The EBNs.
EBENs. It's a biological entity, something extraterrestrial biological entity, something like that. And that's what they call them now instead of extraterrestrials. They prefer that. You know, it's a politically correct way to say.
So the aliens came down and said, "Stop calling us this. You need to
pretty much, bro.
Give it an acronym, please."
Yeah, so that's what they told us their name was.
Or did Hillary Clinton, the reptilian, come out and say this?
So there was an alien that survived Roswell crash, and it lived and disseminated a bunch of information to a lieutenant colonel in the Air Force.
And he said, "Please stop calling us extra."
He said, "We're EBENs.
Terrestrials.
Get it straight." That's what it is. That's what he said.
I love it.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Blazing Saddles, best movie ever, bro. I mean, it's just we need to get back to that. You know what I mean? People need to stop being so soft and just. It's ridiculous, man. Right. It is ridiculous.
The sheriff is near. Yeah.
The sheriff. Yeah, that's some funny stuff. What if people they clowned each other? It was not a big deal, you know. Mm-hmm. The sheriff was the coolest guy in the movie, and he was like the hippest, most known dude, and he was clowning, the white dudes, and
right.
It's good. It's a funny movie. Anyways.
Yeah, but now it's edited for TV.
So
they've cut a lot of things out.
It's not even funny anymore.
If you've got the original VHS, then you're golden. Otherwise,
I own the Voodoo version, and it's got all the good stuff.
It has the original.
Yeah,
everything.
All the original content. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty good. Something else to think about. We were talking about Jesse Ventura. I'm a big Jesse Ventura proponent. I wish he'd have ran for president. Because I think it would be so cool to have a biker as our president. Nobody's going to fuck with him, dude. Nobody's going to fuck with that guy. I'm a fucking biker. He's an ex-Navy SEAL. And
how come he didn't run?
Because he got a lot of heat from that Chris Kyle situation. You remember that Chris Kyle wrote in a book that he had knocked Jesse Ventura out at a SEAL ceremony, something at one night, like a SEAL party after a ceremony, and it was a complete fabrication. And so Jesse Ventura is like suing the family, like you need to retract that and make things right because everybody thought Jesse Ventura was a scumbag because at that time Chris Chris, whatever.
Was a hero, yeah.
Was a hero. And so he made him look bad. But come to find out, that guy lied about a bunch of stuff. So that Jesse Ventura looks, like you might be right. Jesse Ventura's a good dude, man. He's all pro cannabis, pro, less government. I think he's a solid guy, man. Smart guy.
He's not running like this 2020 election.
He was thinking about it, but it doesn't look like it,
So we're stuck with Bernie and Hillary again.
I don't know how Hillary could run.
I guarantee you she will find a way.
She got caught cheating. How the fuck? What the fuck, dude?
But the Democratic following,
they don't believe that.
they just don't care. It's just like on the Republican side. Oh, he said grab her by the pussy? Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, everybody says
right? On the Hillary side, it's, so she sent some 30,000 fucked up emails. Whatever.
They conspired they conspired to take away our democratic process. That's what they did. The Democratic Party conspired to take away our democratic process.
I can't believe nothing's happened. Nothing has happened whatsoever.
And they got caught.
But they did get caught. It's been put up, but nothing happened.
Nothing's going to happen.
Right.
Nothing's going to happen ever, bro. It's all just a show. Just keep us thinking.
Well, because everybody's dead that had any shit on Hillary. So whatever.
So the judge, there was a big lawsuit against the Mongols. They were talking about taking the Mongols patch, making it illegal to have the Mongols patch.
See, I heard that, and I actually saw a guy rolling with the bottom rocker. It's like California, but the rest was gone. I was like, I wonder if that's still in effect.
He's earning his shit. That's what that is, right?
No, in order to get anything.
Be a prospect.
Yeah, he's a prospect.
He can have.
You don't get your shit on
You
the
can say California, and that's it.
That's it.
But I thought there was a ruling that they can't have any colors whatsoever.
Well, there's
fly.
not colors. It's just saying you're from California. It's just a blank canvas, pretty much.
Obviously, with that color green, you know what the fuck he's
it
representing.
was green.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, either that or he got his shit taken away.
Who knows? Well, anyway, the judge refused to strip the Mongols of their fucking thing. So far, they're good for now. Which, whatever, man. What's the big deal with all that? Everybody's got to be up in everybody else's business and shit, man.
Yeah. And that's just isn't that part of the First Amendment, type of...
Freedom of speech?
Yeah.
The freedom to live your own fucking life, dude, and have people mind their own business should be good, too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They just got a bad rap.
They got a bad rap.
They got a bad rap, so they're getting fucked with.
And that's the fucked up thing is, like, the news. Like, we all know it's fake, but people keep watching it. Right?
Right.
They know. Like, we all know it's been proven that these people just have an agenda. They're paid by corporate sponsors, and the corporations run America. It's not for the people anymore. It's for the corporations. Mm-hmm. And so they're getting paid. Man, what the fuck has happened?
It's a fucked up world and gives us an opportunity to talk about it.
Things are crazy.
You want to know what I was reading about recently?
What were you reading about?
Two things that grabbed my attention. There's a lot of talk about AI, artificial intelligence.
Yeah,
right? It's a big thing. And
5G is going to have every device communicating with each other.
Is that probably?
No, they are. They talk.
Is that the goal?
That's what's going to happen. All communication will be able to, all electronics will be able to communicate with each other. They're going to have cars that are run by fucking
self-driving fleets of trucks, delivering stuff. Mm-hmm. So here was a funny thing that I found, right? And I got investors trying to talk me into investing into AI because, it's the next big upcoming crap, right? Okay, fine, whatever. I'll look into it. So I'm reading. There's a story about an artificial intelligence designed, obviously on a computer, to go around, I don't know if it's the U.S. or the world, and simulate the best, I don't know if it's for emergencies, the best places to land in an emergency to have the best results, being zero as a soft landing, no problems.
Right.
And the only thing so it did its job, but then the best results it was getting was to avoid having a bad landing was just to crash into a building.
What?
Yeah, that was the AI's perfect score, was just to crash into a building to avoid anything going wrong on the landing.
Wow. We wipe out all the instrumentation and no records of anything going wrong.
So obviously the programmers fucked that up.
Well, there was one I read that they had it they had AI competing, and there was a finite amount of resources, right? And to see what would happen when there's only like one meal left and there's two AIs, what happens?
So what happened?
It attempts to eliminate the other one. And so, you just think about all the implications of like humans and stuff like that. They always say they're going to find out the humans are a problem, and eradicate humans.
That's always Terminator. The other thing that I saw that was funny was this new app for farmers.
FarmersOnly.com?
No, this is the sister to FarmersOnly.com. It's a Tinder-inspired app helping farmers match up potential partners for their cattle.
Farmers.
No.
Cowfuckers.com?
No, it's actually, instead of Tinder, it's called Tutter.
So you have a bull and you need cattle to.
Right, or they use it to sell their cattle as well, so you can actually shop and swipe left or right.
That's probably smart.
If you're interested or not.
But what about those weirdos that like to fuck animals? It's like,
ooh,
yeah.
Is that maybe that was the original
I don't know.
design?
Maybe that was probably like the original design. It's like,
what's it called? What is it called?
it's like I want to fuck that sheep.
What's what called?
I'm gonna swipe. I'm gonna swipe.
Bestiality.
I'm swiping left on that bitch.
Yeah,
that's a good looking heifer, girl.
And that's how diseases get started, folks.
It is. Supposedly that's how AIDS got started, right?
That's what I hear.
Fucking
right?
monkeys or something.
That's what I heard. Who knows?
People
CIA
are
knows.
Sick, bro. People are sick.
Have you seen the video of them during the whole Iraq-Afghanistan wars, and you see the actual fucking guy fucking a sheep?
No.
They're like, oh, I think it's a road bomb. What's he doing? And he's fucking the sheep. You haven't seen that?
No.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
I'm gonna have to watch that. It's online.
Yeah.
So Afghanistan guy fucking sheep. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna Google that.
Yeah, they thought they were fucking around with the bomb. Like, okay, we're watching like a drone, like circling. You couldn't see him.
Well,
and then he starts getting down.
They said the sheep's vagina is close to a human's
Closest
vagina.
thing. Yeah, it's the closest thing.
Oh my god, man! Doesn't the thing kick? Does it get mad? What's it do?
I don't want to find out, man. I'm
I
good.
don't find out either.
Might be less problems compared to the other options that we explored.
Man, that's. God damn! I sure would hate the sheep to kick me in the balls or something. Whack! You know what I mean? Like, get up! Ouch! You never do that shit again, huh? Does it just sit there and enjoy it? What the fuck?
What if the sheep just follows you and just won't leave you alone after that?
Right?
I know some girls like that. That's funny. That's funny. That's good. So, we're going to take a break right now, and we'll be back to discuss some more hot topics.
Yo, this is Benny Blanco from the Bronx. I'm here from Reamp Studios to suggest you book a session at our state-of-the-art podcast studio or the top-of-the-line recording studio we have here if you want to further your career in the music industry. So check us out at reampstudios.com. That's REAMPSTUDIOS.com. Yeah. All day. Or you can call us at 949-390-9876. Benny Blanco out. Peace.
All right. So, we're back. And, I just want to do a little drum beat right there for you guys. Taste a little sample of my new upcoming reggae album. Just kidding. We had technical difficulties, which seem to happen a lot around here. But, hey, we're on top of things. We just weave and bob and bob. And we was bobbing when you should have been weaving. Everything's good. It's all good. So a shout-out real quick to our people. I want to make sure I thank personally Reamp Studios. That's where we do our podcast. Amazing recording studio. Top of the line, good stuff. If you have any music stuff you need to do, come down, check it out. Good people. And tell them I sent you, and they'll probably charge a little bit more.
Probably.
But anyways, so our idiot of the week. You know, we always have an idiot of the week. And I really can't think of who'd be the idiot of the week, except me, probably. I'm probably the idiot of the week.
What'd you do?
Man, I went and bought AT&T, right, cable? Because I contacted them because...
Which is DirecTV.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I think the AT&T owns them.
Yeah.
And so, but I have AT&T. It's not DirecTV. DirecTV is like Dish. It's satellite.
Oh, they still
AT&T's
have
fiber.
their own...
It's satellite, yeah. It's if you need a dish. Because not everybody has cable running to their facility. So if you don't have that, you got to do
What do you
dish.
have? Cable?
I have fiber optic. That's good shit. Yeah.
So the AT&T still has their own separate...
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they got out of that.
Cable thing. Yeah, so I called them. I'm like, dude, my cable bill is like $200 a month. Crazy, right? And well, they're like, well, you have a bundle. You have a phone for $40 a month. Like, I don't even fucking. Who uses a phone anymore? Nobody uses a phone.
Yeah, I have a Spectrum, and they gave me a phone number. Here, plug in. I'm like, no, I don't.
$40 a month I paid for the last 2.5 years. That's some bullshit. And so I said, I don't want that, and I don't want any of the movie channels anymore. You don't need the movie channels anymore. You got all them. You got Hulu, Vudu, Doodoo, whatever the hell you got. You got it all now.
Netflix,
you know? Hoo-hoo, you know. So,
Yoo-hoo,
yeah. And so I got all that shit, and I cut my bill in half. So the guy comes out to do the upgrade because I got faster internet too, twice faster internet, and half as much. And so the guy shows up, and then I get a call downstairs from the gate, and they go, "Oh yeah, you got another guy from AT&T coming out." I'm all, it takes two people to do this? And the installer goes, no, that's a salesman. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck is a salesman coming? We already did, we're done with that part, you know? Well, the guy comes up and sells me a cell phone. You know? Oh, well, who's your provider? Now, the reason I have a problem with this is if like I'm in a store, bro, and they start shooting some shit, I'm going to leave. I'm in my house. That guy came to my house under false pretense, bro. Mm-hmm. Nobody said, oh, the guy wants to show you some phone options. I'd have said, no, I'm cool. But it's going to be this, it's going to be that, I'm going to save you money. Oh, we're buddies now, and anything you need, blah, blah, blah. Right? Mm-hmm. No. This is the shittiest reception I've ever had. I've had Verizon my whole cell phone life. I've been, Verizon customer. They're more expensive. That's fine with me because my phone always works.
So you switched to AT&T on your phone?
I switched to AT&T, and, dude, I don't have reception at some places in my house at all. I didn't have reception up a place up the street from my house. And here at the studio, shit takes forever to load. Mm-hmm. So I'm not happy. So I'm the idiot of the week because I let a guy come up to my house. Yes, that's me. I'm the winner because, man, if it works, don't fix it. You know.
So what are the problems you're having?
No service, bro.
Really? That bad?
And I'm not going to save any money. After I look at it, I have a phone. I have a watch phone that attaches to my phone. Mm-hmm. So that was
Android. I see.
That was $5 more for a new number for my phone, my watch. So I could leave my house, leave my phone at my house.
It's not that watch, is it?
No, I leave my phone at my house, and I can take my watch, and that's all I need. They don't have to be tethered. So it's awesome. So that's $5. Then visual voicemails like $5 a month. All this other shit. So I don't really save any money, and I got shittier service. And then the guy that I'm supposed to call, that's going to be there for me all the time, he doesn't answer the phone.
Of course not. He's not your friend anymore.
He got you.
I used to have Sprint, and they are the worst out here.
I bet. If it's not Verizon, it sucks, dude.
So I switched to AT&T, and I haven't really had any major problems except for my freaking house. I moved, right? Apparently, I'm going to live in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by...
You live in the middle of nowhere.
No, I don't. I'm surrounded by thousands of other people.
To the rest of us, it's nowhere.
Sorry, I'm not in Orange County. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
That's right, bro. Oh, my God.
What's up, bro?
What's up, bro?
But it never works in my house. But seriously, you go a block down the road.
Yeah.
There's a gap, so you can tell it's like a fucking black hole.
I know those dead zones, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it's like, it's not going to work here. I'll be on the phone with people pulling up my house.
You tell them, hang on a second.
Yeah. And it's like, I'm going to let. Yeah. All right. I'm back at my house. And then even at my house, it's kind of, you're playing the game.
Yeah, the game.
This and that.
Yeah.
But I don't mind AT&T. My girl just switched over to Verizon. So I haven't. I've heard they have the best service.
You got to make that move.
Everywhere.
I'll attest to it right now. I'm telling you, I'm an idiot because I shouldn't have fucking changed it. You know why I changed it? Because I had a crack in my phone. And he was going to give me a new phone and tell me that I had credits and everything was going to be taken care of.
Just get the screen fixed. It's like $100.
I know. Idiot, bro. Idiot of the week. Hello. I'm admitting it. I was the idiot. That's me. Another news, okay? Michael Jackson accusers have come forward. HBO is putting out a documentary, like a 4-hour documentary. Mm-hmm. These boys came forward and said that Michael Jackson abused them hundreds of times.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well,
we all expected that.
Why are you bringing that up now? The guy's dead, can't even defend himself. That's pretty chicken shit, bro.
Is that because his house is on the market again? 70% or 30% off?
I don't know. I do know that one of the guys was asked, if Michael Jackson was still alive, would you say this? And he said, no, probably not. These guys were enamored with him. But their story holds a little weight because they're like, we were little kids. Michael Jackson's like the biggest thing in the world. We didn't know anything was wrong. You got to wonder how these priests end up raping all these kids. Like, aren't the kids going to say something? Kids don't know. They trust these people. And Michael Jackson apparently told them, you're my first. This is really special. You're my first.
That's a horrible, horrible Michael Jackson impersonation.
Let me hear yours. Come here, little kid.
Let me see. Hey guys. Hey guys, come into the winter wonderland. What is it called? What is it?
Jesus juice. They drank the Jesus juice.
Neverland Ranch.
First of all, never. Anything that's got never in it, I don't want to go there, bro.
Well, his brothers were on Good Morning America.
Who, Jackson's?
Doing what?
They're kind of like, they're talking about that HBO special.
What'd they say?
And they're saying that that it's all bullshit and it's just a paycheck.
Yeah, well, he did pay some people off before for this shit.
That it was a paycheck, and they were like, well, if Neverland was so bad, why the fuck would you keep going back?
Yeah, these kids didn't know. They thought it was cool, and they asked him that. They didn't know it was bad. You know, they didn't get into the details of what was happening.
And I believe that. I believe that. Which goes back to, have you seen, I mentioned it one time before. Have you watched Abducted in Plain Sight yet?
I don't think so.
You have to. Promise me you'll watch it. We'll have a whole, this movie.
Abducted in Plain Sight.
Abducted in Plain Sight. It's on Netflix.
All right.
Okay, watch it. Before next Thursday.
Okay.
And we will talk about this
watch
show.
it tonight.
It will blow your mind.
Well, my buddy was talking about that shit.
And what do you think?
But it was getting into detail where I was like, okay, you need to stop talking about it because I want to fucking hear it.
He's a ruiner. Your friend's a ruiner.
Yeah, he's ruining it. So, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Are you going to say something right now?
I don't know. From what he told me, this dude was like fucking like everybody, like the husband, the wife. Just.
No, that's Ozark.
I've seen it. I've seen it twice. I've seen it high and I've seen it sober. And still, I can't get over it.
Wait a minute. You want me to watch a show with some dude fucking everybody? The hell are you guys grooming me for?
It's yeah. There's a meme, Ashton. I'll send it to you, and it's it goes in. Oh, you got to watch it first. I can't.
Nah, I got to see it.
This story will blow your mind.
It's a movie.
It's a documentary on a true story in the '70s when all the other bullshit was going on.
Yeah, Bundy.
Yeah, Bundy running around. It's actually the same time. I think he was in the same city.
They're on the same wavelength.
Crazy shit was happening, and this documentary will blow your. There's no way. So that's why I get blown away. Like, oh, they're eating babies. Like, who is? Oh, Hillary Clinton. Like, what the fuck?
No, dude.
Okay, that's on the same level as this documentary.
That is crazy shit, though.
This documentary will. You're like, okay, oh, child molester, oh, kidnapped, makes sense. Mm-hmm. We've heard. No, it goes beyond that. Like, what? Wait, what? Oh, again? Huh? What happened? You gotta be kidding me, dude! This documentary will blow your mind. Watch it. We'll talk about it next week.
There's another good documentary I saw where they did a bank robbers. You seen that? They kidnapped a guy, put a bomb collar on him, and made him rob a bank, and he didn't get away. They trapped him outside. He's telling the cops and got him like there. He's like, dude,
that was in the '90s, wasn't it, or 2000?
Yeah, there's a bomb on my neck.
Yeah, and it went off.
It went off,
and
they just sat there watching.
Yep.
Fucking poor guy. He fucking died.
But. See, did you watch the whole thing?
Yeah, the lady's a mastermind. She's like crazy.
She was all behind it and this and that. Yeah. See, and where was that? That was in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, podunk shit. Yeah. Podunk. Fucking, you motherfuckers are crazy.
And
man.
then a year later, the movie Saw comes out.
Yeah.
What are the odds of that?
Mm-hmm. That's how it goes. Some news comes out, and then perfect example. So the Baltic Sea anomaly.
Okay. I haven't heard about this.
There's this thing at the bottom of the Baltic Sea that they try to get close to with devices and whatnot, and everything shuts off anytime you get close. They've got sonar of it, pictures of it. It looks identical to the Millennium Falcon, dude, in Star Wars. It's a fucking ship in the water. It's huge, round, looks exactly like the Millennium Falcon.
Exactly.
Yeah. You look at it and you go, whoa, that's a Millennium Falcon. There's a side-by-side picture. I'll pull it up for you. It's crazy. Shit like that, right? Like Avatar. Supposedly, some Russian scientists ran across like these beings under, under the ice somewhere, and they came up, and the Russians tried to, apprehend them, and they did something. It fucked up. Like there was 9 divers, only 4 made it back or something. Yeah, there's some shit, dude. It's crazy shit. They've got video and pictures, naval video and pictures from submarines of ships coming out of the water. You ever seen that?
UFOs coming out of the water?
UFOs okay. You ever seen that?
Well, don't they talk about that like in like the Bermuda Triangle? They said that's kind of like a portal.
Dude, there's shit going on everywhere, man.
Crazy fucking world.
Yeah, well, we've been lied to.
My dad had a story. My dad had a story about, I guess he used to do trucking, well, he still does, but he was going to El Centro, and he said he seen something zoom past his truck, and it hovered over the Salton Sea, And he said it was a color he can't describe. He says it's a color, but I can't tell you what color it was.
Yeah, there's so many stories of that.
But it was he said it was nuts, and then all of a sudden it just zipped up straight up in the sky.
And when was this? When was this?
This was like 92.
1992.
Like
Man.
around that. And there's another trucker that was on the road, and he was like, "Did you see that shit?" And I guess my dad was like, I still can't believe it. My dad still talks about this day, and then when he talks about it, he gets like goosebumps when he talks about the shit.
Wow. Goosebumps. That's usually a sign, bro. That's usually a sign. So here I pulled it up right here, bro. There's the pictures right there. Take a look at that thing right there. That's a Baltic Sea anomaly.
I'm an Apple guy, bro. I just fucked it up.
If you don't want to like look at my stuff, bro, it's okay. You don't have to like.
Just give me an Apple phone.
God.
Is that the one that looks like the Millennium Falcon?
There's an echo in here. Just be careful touching my phone, bro.
Is that the one, the Millennium Falcon?
Yeah, it looks just like the Millennium Falcon.
Did it run the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs?
One more time. Say about sex. What?
Well, I guess that's a nerd joke, Star Wars nerd joke. Okay, yeah. I'm out. I'll see you guys.
How big is it? So I'm looking at this picture. How big is this?
It's really
thing?
big, buddy.
Is it?
Yeah.
It looks tiny.
Oh, you mean the Baltic Sea anomaly? Yeah.
Well, how big is the spaceship?
It's pretty big, dude. I don't know the exact measurements and shit, but yeah, it's pretty big.
I don't know.
Yeah, bro. What don't you know?
But you sure it's not like a building underwater?
A building underwater at the bottom of the Baltic Sea. By the way, there's buildings underwater off the coast of Japan, like Yonaguni. What they say is like 30,000 years old. We've been lied to, bro. That's the bottom line. We've been lied to horrifically. You know, just look at cannabis. Sanjay Gupta was like up for the Surgeon General. And then he came out talking about cannabis and how we've been lied to systematically about cannabis. You know, he's a major proponent of it now. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. Sanjay Gupta. He used to be the chief medical correspondent for CNN, but he probably found out that they were eating babies over there and stuff. Have you seen a picture of, what's that guy, Anderson Cooper? You know, he's a Vanderbilt. You know he's a Vanderbilt?
Who? No, I haven't.
Anderson Cooper's a Vanderbilt.
What does that mean?
That's one of the families, bro.
I thought it was a classification of something.
You know, Vanderbilt. He's a Vanderbilt. And there's pictures of him, his mother reading him and his brother a book with like satanic shit behind him above their bed.
Really?
I'll find a picture. It's crazy. It's crazy, dude. It's almost right there in our face.
Listen, we got to go, but promise me you'll watch
Yeah.
Abducted in Plain Sight.
I'm going to watch it. He's got a heart on for this thing, huh?
I'm telling you, when I first saw it, it blew my mind.
I'm going to watch it. I got to be careful watching shit, bro. It triggers stuff. That fucking movie Heredity fucked me up, man.
Well, a lot of people say that documentary is like really fucking good. Like,
okay.
really
I'm watching it.
The Abducted one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to watch it, dude. I'm telling you. And go ahead and smoke something right before. Not crack.
Yeah.
But smoke something.
I'll smoke crack.
Right before it will
might smoke some meth.
No. It'll fuck your mind up watching this documentary.
All right. I'm going to check it out.
I'm telling you.
I'm going to check it out. We'll be back. Hey, this is Taylor Taterson. If you want to be a sponsor on the Chadcast or any of the other amazing podcast shows we got, you go ahead and contact Reamp Studios. We'll get you in there. It'd be a great way for you to reach some different people and make some more money with your business. Yeah, God bless. Y'all have a great day now. Take care. Yeah, okay, we're back. So I'm drinking this bubbly, sparkling water, and I just want to do a public service announcement. It's not orange soda.
Even though the can's orange.
It's orange. It looks like a soda, but
Does it taste like orange at all?
It barely, like a hint.
Well, there went that sponsor.
It's not that bad. Yeah, I know they're probably out now. Yeah, well, fuck you anyways, bubbly. Michael Bublé. Oh, is it Bublé or bubbly? It's Bublé, huh? Oh, it's doo-doo if you ask me. So, yeah, the Baltic Sea anomaly we were talking about.
The Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, it looks just like the Millennium Falcon. We were just talking about
When was it found? That's what I'm curious about. Did Steven Spielberg, George Lucas, did George Lucas copy that?
Well, Spielberg was part of that, too. They went to school together.
They were both together.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, those
when
guys.
was it found? Was it found before Star Wars or after Star Wars?
It was found during the Nazis. They believe the Nazis found it first.
Okay, we're talking the 30s.
Yeah. Well, I guess so. I really don't know, actually. So
Just Google it.
I'm Googling it right now. Let's see where the fuck this thing was found here.
And what is it called again? When was
Baltic Sea anomaly?
Millennium Falcon found.
Dude, the internet reception here just sucks. Okay. So I switched from, as you know, I'm going to get my phone back. Okay, when was it found? Let's look up the story here. Baltic Sea anomaly was 140,000 years old. It's 200 feet wide. Okay. The crash UFO.
And just so the listeners understand, looks like the Millennium Falcon.
Oh, explorers found.
Under the water.
Okay, so no, I was wrong. Explorers discovered the odd-shaped object on the ocean bed of the Baltic Sea in 2011.
Really?
Yeah. And they were doing sonar imaging, and that's how they found it. Now they tried to fly down, or they tried to dive down to it, and everything keeps shutting off.
Like what shuts off? I mean, when you're, I'm not a diver,
shots.
but you just have a tank with oxygen, right?
No, they take video equipment and stuff like that. It fails.
Oh, okay. So, but has any human being gone down to it at all, or as soon as the camera shuts off, they're like, "Oh, I can't go down there."
That's a great question. I don't know if they've gotten in there. I think they have a ROV footage recorded by Ocean Team X in 2012, and they have actual raw footage. It's online. And so that's what I would suggest that you watch, okay? And it's not that long. So if you want to check it out, that's what you need to check out. I don't know.
All right.
200 feet wide, pretty big.
That's a pretty big ship, but they still have power.
140,000 years old.
How do they know it's 140,000 years?
They had to get close enough to test it, right? Or they're just throwing out some bullshit, but there's all kinds of articles on it.
I claim bullshit.
Yeah, it could be. Could be.
I think it's a distraction to get you off of the fact that our deep state government is eating babies.
Yeah, so the talks fell through with Trump and homeboy from North Korea.
And they won't say why.
Well, they said because he refused to completely denuclearize.
No, actually, he wanted to, but then in return, he wanted 100% of everything lifted, sanctions lifted, 100%. Okay.
But Trump, the reason that what I read said that he refused to completely denuclearize.
I read that. Fake news.
Fucking all these guys, they're all lying to us, bro. That's what they do.
Everybody.
Then everybody's arguing online.
I'm sick of it.
We're arguing about lies. People are online arguing about lies, things that they read from their respected news source, and they go and they start arguing about it, and it all could be lies. It's crazy. Divide and conquer. Mm-hmm. They got us divided. They
do, and they're doing a good job.
They're doing a great job. I don't know, man. There's so many conspiracy theories out there. I don't know. There's the 9/11. That all came out. There's a federal grand jury checking that out.
Who told me that there was a group? Was that you? A group of engineers that are suing?
Yeah, no. They actually got they got to a federal grand jury point. Now they're going to hear it. They actually have provided evidence. There's like 1,500 architects and engineers.
So there's no way that it could have happened.
They said there's no way. We build these buildings. These buildings are built to withstand that shit. There's no way that steel could have melted.
As an accident.
Yeah. And then there's video of people leaving the building at the very beginning that you can't find anymore. But there's people leaving the building going, I heard a bunch of explosions. And if you watch it really slow.
Right, you see it.
You see just like how they demolish, they take it out of a building. It just fell too straight. Everything just too much, bro. And the fact that we had a Air Force exercise going on that was a simulation of someone crashing into a building the same day. That's why nobody was alarmed. We scrambled jets. If an airline is
hijacked,
if the airline doesn't respond for 10 minutes and veers off course, we scramble jets. They were told to stand down. Okay. So, just too many things, bro. Mm-hmm. And the people won't come together because we're busy arguing about who's right and wrong.
But what's the thing about where they say jet fuel? Yep. Something about that it couldn't.
It wouldn't burn at that.
It wouldn't burn.
Wouldn't melt steel. Wouldn't melt steel.
As a gas or what they say as a liquid.
That's an incendiary device. Right. Yeah, as a accelerator.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a fire expert. But I know I don't trust this.
Wasn't there a lot of steel beams? They were showing proof of how they were cut at a 45-degree angle.
That's right. Yeah.
Like, how the fuck is that possible?
It doesn't happen.
How does the heat do that?
Yeah, it doesn't cut it. It melts it. Yeah.
Right. But it was all pre-cut prior.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people died. A lot of people are still dying because of the dust and the asbestos or whatever must have been kicked up from that. God.
So it makes you wonder why. So let's go with the theory of, yes, it's true. It was all planned out.
Well, they found out they were eating babies.
Well, they said bin Laden was an informant for the CIA in the 80s.
Informant, see? The informants always turn bad.
Like, they worked with him in the 80s.
No, we trained them.
And
so
we were like, we don't need you no more. Now you're public enemy number one.
Yeah, they flipped on him. Well, so during the Afghan, there was an Afghan-Russian war. Some shit going on. And so they started going at it. And so we trained bin Laden, because we were against Russia at that time during the Cold War. And like Ashton said, we just kind of bailed on him after he was needed, and they were kind of left with nothing. Mm-hmm. And so I guess that's why he got all bitter.
Bottom line is you need to figure out who benefited by the towers crashing down.
So there were documents.
China.
No, there were documents. There were documents, I think, that were lost because of that whole thing. Like, there was money missing from the Federal Reserve or something. That was one of the offices that got destroyed. There was something against Hillary Clinton. The what was it, the Whitewater? Something like that. Not Whitewater, something. She was involved with something, and all the documents on that were destroyed. Hillary Clinton.
Wasn't that it? That was at the Pentagon where they said they couldn't account for some $1 trillion fucking.
Yeah, and then there was a shitload of gold that came up missing from Building 7. Now, how the fuck did Building 7
And
go
Building
down?
7 was nowhere near, but look, it collapsed.
Yeah, then the guy said in an interview, we had to demolish it. It was going down anyways. And the guy got paid, like, the guy that renewed his insurance policy, like, not long before all this, actually got paid double indemnity because, or something like that, where because 2 planes hit, he got paid twice.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. There's all kinds of stuff out there.
And who is the guy? Because it was the same guy that owned the buildings, had insured the buildings. He owned the engines. It was GE, wasn't it?
Some dude. No, I don't know.
He owned the engines that went into the fucking plane that went into the building.
Wow.
He had, I think it was 3 or 4 different items insured.
Oh, so that's why he got paid?
He was ultimately fucked, but he had insurance.
Do you remember, like, was it the 80s when they tried to blow it up before?
Yes. There's a Sheik. Yeah, the Sheik.
In the basement, yeah.
He tried to blow it up, yeah.
Or the lower level.
Larry Silverstein.
It doesn't sound chic to me.
Larry Silverstein was the guy who owned the 9/11 building, or the World Trade Center 7 building. And he admitted to ordering a demolition or something like that. It's just saying, it's 9/11 Architects and Engineers for 9/11 Truth. That's the name of the group. So check that out because they're the ones who, it's AE911truth.org. AE911truth.org. Check that out. There's a plethora of information that will make you realize that, man, we're being played bad. So Alex Jones showed up on Joe Rogan. And I guess he freaked out or something like that for 4 hours and 40 minutes. He flipped out. 4 hours podcast. Could you imagine a 4-hour podcast?
Flipping out for 4 hours?
He flipped out for 4 hours long or something like that.
4-hour podcast? Jeez.
4 hours and 40 minutes.
I'm good with a half an hour to an hour.
Yeah, wow, it's crazy. I don't know, man. It's that's a long time, man. Yeah, because Alex Jones said the Sandy Hook, shooting stuff is all fake and hoax. I don't know about all that, dude.
I don't know either, but at the same time.
But wasn't there nobody really spoke on it as far as parents? Like, you never seen
that. And then the same girl, you've seen that meme, I'm sure, of that same girl that pops up. If you see this girl,
right,
get the fuck out. When she showed up out here in San Bernardino, remember that?
Yeah, the same for the shooting in San Bernardino, right?
She was there. She was at Sandy, and she was at
what are the odds? Like, this bitch must have a really shitty life.
You need to go. That was hilarious.
Either she's either she's in on it, or her life is really fucking shitty.
There's a bunch of pictures of that shit.
Here's the funny thing, and my girl's the one that did a lot of research for me and told me about this. So there's actual video of the same people running out of the school, running back in, and running out the front door. Then you see them running around the back, it's the same people.
Wow.
Right? So that looks weird.
Yeah.
Number one. Why did they bulldoze that school the next day?
They bulldozed it?
Yeah, they leveled it out. It's gone.
I didn't know that.
I had to do some fact checking. I don't know if it was the next day or the day, 2 days after, but they leveled the motherfucker out.
Wow.
Why?
That's weird. Why would they do that? Except to hide shit.
So, and you know what? Me and Ashton used to live in San Bernardino, and we didn't know anybody that got killed Do you know anybody that got the San Bernardino shooting?
No.
Nah, I lived there my whole life, and I didn't know anybody who knows anybody who knows anybody who knows anybody.
Right.
Yeah.
And San Bernardino, it's a big city, but it's a small city at the same time.
Yeah.
Where everybody knows everybody, and
It's a big, small
especially
kind
a
of
fucking county job, dude. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people work for the county, live in the city.
Yeah.
And nobody knows anybody who's fucking.
And there was
shot in
one
that
issue
shit.
with that shooting out by us. There was one problem, and what it was something to do with the cops that showed up, or the video of them leaving, to where it's all got pinned on this one guy. What was the problem? There was one.
Well, they chased the guy. Well, they caught the guy.
They chased
but the neighbors were like,
shootout.
oh. He had all these weapons, and I was really nervous to be around him all the time. And he was like that weird guy, and that would be in his garage doing some weird shit, I guess.
Weird shit.
Yeah, and but
There was
everything
a
just seemed
discrepancy
so-
though. There was a discrepancy with the video.
And nobody.
Oh,
said,
I don't know. I
gotta
don't
look
know.
it up. I gotta look it up and get
And
back.
nobody said anything about this guy.
No,
You got some weird dude in the garage.
I think he
doing
lived
weird
in
shit?
Redlands. No one said shit.
Wow. Hey, but you grow some
Nah,
weed.
it was
They grow some weed. Don't call the cops.
Moreno
on you.
Valley, I think. In Moreno Valley.
No, it was in Redlands. He lives in Redlands.
Oh, was it Redlands? I thought it
He was in
Moreno Valley.
Redlands. He threw his cell phone into they said the pool, that shitty ass fucking pond out there in San Bernardino.
What, Succumbi Lake?
Is that what it's called?
Downtown?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he threw his cell phone in there. I remember that.
Is that dirty water or something?
Nah, it's just a shitty lake where all these homeless people go
Yeah,
take
it's around.
pisses and
It's
shit.
like LA.
right?
All right.
It's like Echo Park in the 80s. Where that way?
You got drug runners over there and stuff. It's funny. I was out that area the night after, next morning after we did your thing. You got that room for us.
Yeah.
And I went out the next morning. I'm like, this is a beautiful town. There's all kinds of druggies out there.
Was there? In Ontario?
It's like
You were in Ontario?
Yeah, it's like a newer area. Everything's like newly built, nice stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you got a bunch of like total tweakers running around. It's crazy. It was weird. It's very odd to see. You usually see that in the hood where, buildings are all, beat and dilapidated or whatever.
I've never
Well,
stayed
that's
down
the
there.
empire for you, though, man. It's nothing. That shit goes around and around. Yeah, there's it's
Drugs.
sad, man. San Bernardino would be a good place if it wasn't for the drugs.
That's probably most places.
Yeah, no, but if you look at San Bernardino as a city, the history of it, it's got a lot of history of it, but just
No, it does. Where McDonald's started and
Oh, McDonald's started there?
Yeah,
that's cool.
right in San Bernardino off East Street. But if you go to that neighborhood where McDonald's started, it's a total fucking shithole.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
No, and everything went to shit after the military left.
Yeah, once Norton closed down, it
Yeah.
was over for San Bernardino.
Oh, yeah.
When that military personnel left, it was shithole.
Why'd they leave?
But that city is so greedy. Why'd they leave? I don't know.
It's a good weed spot. They're cool with weed out there. Licensed weed.
Now,
Yeah, they needed money.
before they didn't. Yeah. Oh no, that city's greedy as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Greedy as fuck. They've got, I don't know, 8-story building over there, and they got planning and safety and building and all these different departments on this. And it's a clusterfuck trying to get anything done, any permits fucking signed off. And then what it boils down to at the very end is money.
Yeah, it always boils down to money.
But then you can go to the next city over,
Yeah.
Colton, Rialto, Fontana, get the same permit, $60.
Wow.
What the fuck?
That sucks.
So it's funny when you see new businesses going into San Bernardino, and San Bernardino's always making them redo the streets, redo the sidewalk, or add sidewalks because they don't have them.
Wow.
Put in all the frontage or foliage and all this bullshit, which should be the city's problem.
Yeah. Sure.
Not the new business coming in.
Well, they must learn that from the special districts where they do, all that stuff out there where they have new construction, new development, stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I don't like the city. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. They got all the municipalities, all the politics, all those people, they're not looking out for the people.
Not at all.
Yeah. They're looking out for themselves first, which is what people do that, man. I look out for my family first,
Yeah.
But we need to realize that we're all one big family, and we all need to come together and hug it out,
Or we all need to swim down and go down to that Millennium Falcon at the bottom of the...
My people need to show up and break the shit off. You know what the Hopi Indians said, that during the age of purification, they saw that there would be cobwebs in the sky. That there would be spider webs in the sky during the age of purification.
What the hell does that mean?
Oh, I don't know, but you watch those fucking planes up in the sky. Sure looks like cobwebs sometimes, dude. Spider webs. Those trails.
So where are you going with this?
I think we're near the age of purification.
And then we're going to have a shitload of planes in the air?
We're going to have a lot of people fucking purified.
Is that why we're pushing the Green New Deal?
That's why everything's coming out of the woodworks right now.
So if the Green New Deal passes,
it's not gonna pass.
Do
Bro.
the chemtrails stop?
Come on, man.
Hey, think about, do the chemtrails stop?
Now, see, Vince was talking about the chemtrails being there for mind control. I think that the chemtrails are there because we've done so much damage to the Earth with the ozone that they're putting metals up in the sky. Because they've actually done tests and found metal in that shit in the air after they're like chemtrails or whatever, and their samplings, and that those are there to block off some of the sun.
I just thought it was the altitude and the heat from the engines that create.
That's a contrail, and those are ones that dissipate pretty quickly. You see the plane going, and then it has like a little thing, but it moves along with the plane. It's like a finite length, and it just kind of moves along with the plane. That's a contrail. Chemtrails stay up there and turn into clouds, and they spread out, and over the course of like the day, it's still kind of together. But
like
it's like
that day we were here, and you sent me
Yeah.
that picture. Like,
Yep.
dude, look at it now.
Yep.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, I remember.
And
that.
so I think those are different. I think that's that's something to block some of the sun's rays because that's what metal will do. Metal will deflect that. I don't know. But something's going on, and we're not being told the truth. That's the bottom line.
Never.
And as crazy as Alex Jones might sound about a lot of stuff, he's right about a lot of stuff too. He's right about a lot of stuff.
Well, I can't wait to get him on the show.
Yeah, we're going to get Alex on the show, and we're going to straighten all this shit out.
Yeah.
It won't be a 4-hour podcast. I'm going to tell Alex, hey, look, bro, we got a strict 3.5-hour limit. I could not sit here for 4 hours.
Honestly, we could. We could.
I'd have to piss.
But I couldn't. Yeah, you're right.
You keep having to have cigarettes. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But when are you ready to quit smoking?
Someday. I
Someday.
switched. Listen, I switched. These are organic.
Oh, yeah.
So apparently these are safer.
Safer is not safe.
And I didn't know that this is what all the hipsters are smoking. Apparently I'm cool.
You are a hipster. I knew it.
Cool.
Undercover hipster.
But look at this. Look at this. It says ingredients, tobacco and water.
Tobacco. What the fuck are water in your cigarettes for?
I don't know.
It's kind of weird.
Is it the water that was raining on it when it was growing? Is that what they mean? Did they add water? I don't think they added water. They had to add water when it was growing.
That's interesting.
Anyhow, it burns longer. I smoke less. I don't have the. It's more of it. Just we've had this conversation. When I was smoking Marlboro Lights, though, can we get in trouble for saying that? Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
When I was smoking Marlboro Lights, though, it was a constant like, okay, I have to have a cigarette. I have to. Like with these, it's like, okay, we take a break. No, well, just because we take a break, I'll have a cigarette.
That's good stuff.
So I used to smoke 2 packs to 3 packs of Marlboro Lights a day. Now I'm only down to one of these.
I used to smoke 2 packs of Camel non-filters.
Yeah.
Disgusting. I thought it was so cool. I had my zip was all light it, and fucking chicks are like, he's so cool.
And did you get laid?
Oh yeah, bro. Pretty sure I got laid.
Just because of the Camels?
Fucking, I look so smooth, bro.
Yeah?
I thought I was the shit. I was a bozo, but I had my hair slicked back.
Don't the unfiltered cigarettes, they leave this kind of resin on your
Oh,
fingers.
bro, that's why I stopped. My fingers were turning yellow.
Yeah, I had a buddy that
Just on your fingers?
Oh, dude, disgusting. Your fingernails, especially, because it picks it up and holds it.
That bad?
Oh yeah, it looks like it's like tobacco,
gross.
like tobacco.
Yeah, it's gross.
It's like tobacco stains.
Interesting.
Not good. Not good. I'm glad I quit smoking. I have a technique if anybody ever wants to quit smoking. It's pretty much fail-proof. I've helped a bunch of people quit. And you do use the patch.
Are you trying to get me to quit? Is that what you're doing?
Well, when you're ready, I'm here, man.
Yeah, that's the first step, is mentally.
Yeah, you have to believe you're going to do it. Otherwise, don't waste your
Yeah,
time.
right now I want to smoke.
Yeah, there you go. If you like to smoke, smoke, man. Smoke it up.
But that's why I switched to the organic, healthy.
Well, my dad did some kind of laser surgery thing that went through his ear. They did some kind of surgery where it kind of kills the craves, and it worked.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it worked.
Is he still?
Nah, well, he got pissed off. He had a delivery in Oakland, and he got pissed off. Well, I'll just leave it at that. It's Oakland.
I know what happened. I had a cigarette once. Same thing. I got a bad grade on a test, and I flipped out and had a cigarette.
Did you?
Yeah. What the fuck would I like? What's that going to do? The thing is the reason people smoke is they think that they're taking, the cigarettes are relaxant. It's not a stimulant by definition.
I love the taste.
So you lick ashtrays?
No, but it doesn't taste like an ashtray.
To you, when you quit smoking, bro, you're going to smell the smoke.
Oh, I know.
It's disgusting.
I can smell it now.
I have to care more about
You know what my problem is? It reminds me of Vegas and my grandmother, which I love. So
yeah.
It's not bad to me. And the other problem, I might have told you this too. The other problem is I watched my grandparents smoke till they were 90 years old.
Yeah.
And they didn't die of lung cancer. That's my other mental problem is, I got this. That's my issue.
Okay, it's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen to me.
Right.
That's what everybody thinks.
But then I watched my parents, God rest their souls, I watched them not smoke, them not drink, and they died before anybody else for health problems. That doesn't make any damn sense.
Well, it makes sense because it's just a part of their journey, man. I mean, we have these goals and anticipations, but that doesn't mean that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, well, I watched my grandpa drink Yellow Bellies and smoke Camels and Virginia Slims because of my grandma. And
are those even cigarettes, Virginia Slims?
Yeah, 120s. It's like a pencil.
The long ones, yeah.
Shit, my grandma's almost. My grandma's like almost 90 something. She still gets fucked up.
Oh yeah, she's out there drinking fucking. Is she switched beers yet?
She's drinking Mad Dog.
She's drinking Bud Light, but she stopped smoking because she got lung cancer.
Oh, wow.
And they took about 20% of her lung, but she didn't give a fuck about that. She's still drinking. So.
I thought she switched over to. I was talking to her about switching over to these at one point in time.
Well, that was before they found out the whole thing in her lung, and after that, she was like, so she hasn't. I still think she smokes here and there on the side, but like she still gets drunk, and I think she's compensating for fucking. No cigarette.
You got to meet Ashton's grandma, dude. She's fucking awesome.
I got her, yeah.
She's fucking
Ashton's family sounds cool.
Grandma's a shit.
Ashton was telling us last time when his sister was here, how he used to tie her up and stuff.
Oh, Lord.
He tied up,
Lord. No.
He used to tie up his sister and shit.
Abducted in plain sight, Hawaiian style.
Man, it was cops and robbers, bro.
Oh. Yeah. I played cops and robbers too sometimes.
I was a babysitter, so fucking.
Pull over, big boy.
Tie her up and put her in a room, and I forget about it.
Oh, you've been a bad robber. I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Yeah, you guys are assholes.
On a serious note,
my goodness.
I think it was Ashton, it was your mom that told me somebody in the family, so I know of a few doctors in this scenario that'll say, if you're going to smoke these, because everything else, all the chemicals and crap that they add to make it addicting.
Yeah, that was my aunt.
In Hawaii?
In Hawaii. She had breast cancer. And I guess they were like, if you want to keep smoking,
then smoke these.
Then smoke those, yeah. So
because it doesn't have all the chemicals and shit. So
she's still good now.
I'm going to ride that high horse as long as I can.
Yeah.
It sucks, man. You know what's really fucking shitty?
Was you a slave to those?
Well, not so much a slave. The Marble Lights I was. I'll admit to that. That shit got me, dude. It was all the time you had to have those.
So a light cigarette. Why didn't you smoke a light cigarette? Why didn't you smoke a regular? You wouldn't need it many.
Listen, I'll do what the fuck I want.
You like what you like.
So, fuck, where was I going with this? Oh, what I hate is I remember being 15 years old with two buddies of mine. I lived in the middle. I was Rancho Cucamonga or Etowanda where I grew up, but it was undeveloped.
Is that in Africa?
No, it's actually Southern California, and but it's right by the Cajon Pass with 15 freeway and 210. And I remember the first time having a cigarette that they introduced me to, and it was like the cool thing to do and this and that. And I'm the only fucking idiot still fucking smoking. They're like, "Oh, that's bad. I'm not doing that." Like, oh, fuck.
White people.
Yeah,
that's what we do.
Yep, cigarettes and mayonnaise.
We got a mayonnaise.
my first cigarettes was Newports, but I like Newports. I had a lot of black friends.
Yeah, so. I used to stick around.
Oh, that's what.
I used to smoke. I stopped smoking Camels. I started smoking Newports, and then.
Did you have Newports when I met you in Cancun or no?
No, did I?
Yeah,
I haven't smoked in like 15 years, dude.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Who the fuck did I meet that had
I'm
Newports?
not a loser, bro. I don't smoke.
Yeah.
Smoking's for
you
losers.
love saying that.
It helped me quit.
Hey, it's organic.
It's organic. Heated plant matter is not good for your lungs. Deep breathing.
You're the last person that can say that.
Yeah, I'd take a little. Well, marijuana is different, buddy.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's safer. It's better for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I do know that cigarettes are not good, and vaping. Now there's all those commercials.
I say vaping's 10 times worse.
Yeah, they say it is, and then they have commercials out now that talk about it. And people are, well, it's safe.
I got to step into this because
You vape.
yes, I do.
Well, you're not a scientist.
But there's nothing that all they can, like those fucking commercials, all they can say is it can lead you to smoking. There's nothing else
It's like
that
4
they say.
times more likely.
It can lead you to smoking. It's safe, but it can lead you to danger.
Yeah, it's an ambiguous message they
What
send.
they say about marijuana too? That's the funny thing is a lot of cops. Well, I don't know. I'm a fucking idiot, right? I didn't know people were eating babies. So, but don't they say
Cops are cool.
marijuana? No, sure. I don't know what they're saying about cops. Like that's a different conversation. But don't they say that marijuana is the gateway drug?
Yeah, they do.
Right.
They do try.
I've never met anybody. I can go on a long list of people that I've met.
Yeah.
And I've throughout my life, and I'm 40 years old, and I don't know anybody that was a pothead when I knew them, and all of a sudden, oh yeah, they're meth heads and coke heads, and like I don't know anybody. They're just smoking weed, man. I just don't get it.
So here's the thing with that. So a lot of times what happens is little Johnny's smoking weed, and mom and dad want to send him to rehab. And so little Johnny's in rehab now, and he hangs out with Scotty and Debbie and Rachel, and they all smoke crack. And your kid's going to start smoking crack too because that's his new friends. And when they relapse, that's what happens. Don't ever send your kid to fucking rehab for weed, dude.
Oh yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, don't ever.
You told me that.
Because it's not even the same
So
thing.
friends are a gateway drug, pretty much.
Actually, that's true. But actually, sugar's
How
the gateway
many
drug.
of us have them?
Yeah, friends. Before we go any further, let's be friends. So anyways, yeah, that's a good one, huh? Who is that? Houdini?
Yeah, Houdini.
Boom. Thanks for coming out. Yeah.
Houdini.
The freaks come out at night.
Did Houdini come by the studio or no?
Houdini?
Yeah. Am I tripping? No.
I don't fucking know. Not Houdini. Houdini.
Houdini? So yeah, anyways, yeah.
Well, that's that.
That's that.
Hey, what episode number is this, Ashton?
It's episode number
11.
11.
Ooh.
We're backing them up.
Wow.
11.
Wow. See, I told you, you haven't been around, man. I got to do everything around here, you know?
Well, can you figure out the coordination on the music first?
Oh, man. All right.
Kinds of technical difficulties around here.
Oh man.
11. He needs more arms or something.
Yeah.
Or more.
We got to get that octopus from
There you go.
yeah.
Organism 46B.
Call Trump because he's tied in with collusion
knows
with
the guy.
Putin, and Putin's got the access
There
to
we go.
the arm of the octopus that can paralyze Ashton,
There we go.
and we're gonna get all kinds of shit done, I guess, at that point.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Well, that was episode 11.
That's episode 11.
I want you to watch Abducted in Plain Sight.
watching it.
Promise me you'll watch
I'm
it.
promising.
Episode 12.
Oh, there's different episodes.
No. Our episode 12.
Oh, okay, episode 12,
Is
we'll
gonna
talk about
be
it. All right.
reviewing that. And you know what? I want you to take notes.
I'll take notes.
Take notes on that episode,
Yeah.
on that documentary.
This
and then
part
we'll
reminded
break
me
it
of
down.
David. You got a hard on for this, huh? All right. Abducted in Plain Sight. You guys watch it, take notes as well, and we'll all be back next Thursday.
I think you're the only one that hasn't watched it, but I won't say that.
Okay.
Just letting you know. Well, and Ashton. What the fuck?
Well, there's 3 people here, 2 haven't seen it, so I guess your stats are kind of off. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for checking us out, and we'll see you next Thursday. Same place, same time.
Later.
Peace.
Hello, this is Nigel from ReampStudios.com, and we're offering amazing sponsorship packages for our podcasts and whatnot. If you'd like to be a part of this spectacular program and drum up some more business, you can find out more information at ReampStudios.com. I hope you have a smashing day. Cheerio.